So in the previous video series, we have seen information about TOEFL, which was English Proficiency Test exam. Here, that is the second option for English Proficiency Test is IELTS, which is also equally accepted in all the universities in US, Europe, everywhere. So if you have not known about this, it will be a great opportunity to understand how this exam works, what is the payment required, and what is the preparation you need. So the general information about IELTS is it's conducted by IDP, which is International Development Program. So it's joint venture of British, Canada, and Australia, everyone. And IELTS is full formed as International English Language Testing System, and the official website is this one. Also, it is conducted by IDP. So you may see a website which is idp.ielts. That is also fine. When it comes to monetary, the fee payment requires rupees 15,000, and this payment can be done using your NEFT, bank transfer, online banking, UPI, anything. So it's fine. You did not need credit card, which was required for payments for TOEFL or GRE. And uh, along with your payment, and you as you register for the exam, you will get IELTS academic book with answers. The updated, most updated version of the book will be sent to you, which will have four exams, practice exams for you. And the scores are free to send to four universities, which is similar to what we have the option in TOEFL and GRE also. But the payment requires for another recipient after four. If you want to send score to fifth, sixth, or seventh, you need only 250 rupees per recipient, while the charge for sending score of TOEFL was $20, which is much more than 250, and for GRE it was $270. But GRE is a completely different story. To prove your English proficiency, either you can give TOEFL or IELTS. So I would suggest IELTS. If you want to compare the monetary part, IELTS is much cheaper. The fee payment for the registration is same for both, but when it comes to sending scores, IELTS is cheaper. But here is the catch. When you need to send scores in the TOEFL and GRE, you can decide after giving your test. When you are at the test center itself, immediately after you complete, on the screen itself, you get an option to send scores. From there, you need to send the scores. While over here, for IELTS, when you register for the exam, during the registration part of itself, you get the option to send scores to four universities. So before your exam itself, you do not need to remember the codes and all. Before the exam itself, you can send, or like you can choose which universities or which department you need to send the score of IELTS. Okay. And the score validity is same as TOEFL, which is 2 years, and it is internationally accepted. For timeline, uh, let's say T is the exam day you want to choose, and I would suggest to keep the exam not later than October. So you get enough time, like there is enough time you get the scores, because half of the scores will be immediately available, but the scores for your writing will be available up some days later. So you should have some extra days for your writing scores to be available, and then you need to send scores, and that scores will be reflected on the portal where you have started your application. So it will take another one. So it's better you complete your exam by October, so you have enough time, November and half of December, so 1.5 months. So latest by October. It is advisable to do before October itself, September itself. And 1 week of preparation is more than enough. I did a couple of days of preparation only. Just I went through the exam structure, what all type of questions are asked. That's all. The questions are not at all tricky. They are very simple. It's basic English. It's not tough English. The vocabulary is very basic. They are just checking your grammar, punctuation, and basic English, synonyms, antonyms. That's all. It's not very tough. So it will not take a lot of your time. Now, type of exam, who needs and which university accepts it. So the first type is IELTS academic, which usually is required when you want to apply for higher studies in universities. The second is IELTS general training, which is required if you directly want to get to work in some at some country. So if you want to go to USA, or you want to go to Canada, anywhere directly for your work, not for your academic purpose, but for your work purpose, then you need to give this general training exam. It's slightly different, but more or less both are the same. Who accepts? So most of the universities, almost all universities in US, Europe, Canada, Singapore accepts IELTS scores. Who needs? So pre-COVID, almost all programs needed the score for English proficiency test. During COVID also, it was not waived like GRE. And post-COVID also, it is not waived like GRE. GRE scores are usually waived now. They are not required, not considered while evaluation of your profile. But the English proficiency test scores are still mandatory. And if you are unclear about the requirements of sending scores or all, then you can mail and confirm where to send your score. In the next video, we'll go ahead with understanding the exam structure and from where to prepare. So remain connected with me. Thank you.